meeting for the Community Service, Public Safety, Housing, and Development Committee for November the 9th, 2021. And I'd like to read a statement before we continue, and this is instructions for live public comments after opening ceremonies. This meeting is being held in accordance with Assembly Bill 361, allowing members of the City Council and members of the public and staff to participate via teleconference. The instructions for how the public may participate in this meeting are provided in the meeting agenda, as well in the city's website, oxnard.org/city meeting/. Members of the public who did not request to speak prior to the 3 p.m. cutoff may do so during the meeting by dialing 888-475-4499. I'm going to repeat that again, 888-475-4499, and entering the meeting ID passcode found in the meeting agenda. You will be placed in the Zoom waiting room. While in the Zoom waiting room, once I have called for your public speakers for the agenda item on which you wish to speak, press *9 and raise your hand to inform the clerk they would like to speak during the agenda item. The clerk will then unmute you, and at your time to speak, you can press *6 to unmute your phone. Speakers shall have about 2 to 3 minutes to speak per agenda item. After all public speakers have signed up for a particular item, have been given an opportunity to speak, the public comment period for that item shall be held open for 3 minutes to allow additional speakers to register or otherwise be recognized for the purpose of providing public comments. During this 3-minute time period, the City Council and staff may discuss items being considered. In the event of a disruption which prevents the council from broadcasting and meeting arises in a call-in option or internet, the base service option, or in the event of a disruption within the city's control, which prevents members of the public from offering public comments using the call-in option or internet-based options, the City Council shall take no further action on items appearing on the meeting agenda until public access to the meeting via the call-in option or internet-based options is restored. However, if any of the broadcast options are disrupted, but any of the other broadcast options are still available to the public, the council may take further action on items appearing on the meeting agenda without waiting for disrupted broadcast options to be restored. Thank you for that. And I'd like, Madam Clerk, roll call and posting the agenda, and followed by the flag salute of the United States.
Member Madrigal.
Here.
Chair Zaragoza.
Here. And I'd like to share that Mayor Pro Tem McDonald will not be with us this evening. He's attending a rosary for a good friend of his, so he will not be attending today.
Thank you, Mayor. And the agenda for this meeting was posted in the City Hall kiosk on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. Thank you.
Thank you. Please help me salute our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, our next item is we have public comments, and we have Walter Snyder that'd like to make a public comment, not in the agenda. Walter, you got 3 minutes.
Mayor, Mr. Snyder is not available at the moment.
Okay, so then we'll continue. Our next item is the consent item from the City Clerk Department, subject to approval of the minutes. The recommendation is that the Community Service, we can run the Community Service, Public Safety and Housing Committee approve the minutes of July 27, 2021, and also September 14, 2021 regular meeting. Councilmember Basua, you have any concerns on this item?
No concerns.
I'm sorry, Madrigal. We just
No
finished with Basua.
concerns.
I'm sorry.
No concerns. Move to approve.
Thank you. Second, and my apologies, we just finished with Basua, so second, roll call.
Member Madrigal.
And we run the 3 minute, Madam Chair.
Aye.
Ch- Chair Zaragoza,
Yes.
and we will run the 3 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And just for the record, the 3 minutes will be for both the public comment and for any comments on the minutes. Just so,
Thank
if any member of the public wishes to speak in public comments on items not on the agenda, they would have the ability during this 3-minute clock, which is running now, to call in and speak.
Thank you. Mhm. Okay. Okay, and we're down to 57 seconds. We're almost there. Mhm. Okay, Madam Clerk, do we have any additional speakers on both items, the items not in the agenda or the consent?
No additional public comments. Thank you.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and continue this item C1 reports, or D1, excuse me, reports. This is from the Police Department, the Federal and State Asset Forfeiture Fund. The recommendation is the Community Service, Public Service, Housing and Development Committee recommend that the City Council approve a budget appropriation in the amount of $217,000 for the use of federal $60,000 and state $157,000 asset forfeiture fund allocated to the City of Oxnard Police Department. And we followed the requirements of measurement. This is a pre-recorded presentation. And we have contact is Jason Benitez or Denise Schreiber. I'm not sure who's will be on, but yeah, Assistant Chief.
Thank you. We also have our police finance manager, Delia Campbell, available for any questions.
Okay. Councilmember Oscar Madrigal, do you have any question on this item?
No questions. Thank you for the presentation.
Okay. I think this asset forfeiture fund is it's a fund that's going to assist our police department looking at and saw the report that this is monies that was confiscated by ill-gotten gains and seizure of other assets from individuals that prey on vulnerable others, and this is going to be used for investigative equipment, for tactical safety equipment, computer hardware, software, and also for investigative training and unmanned aerial system equipment, and also for the mounted unit training. The one question that I have, yeah, please start it. Assistant Chief, I have is that some of those monies, besides those items that I mentioned, are going to be able to provide mini grants, 2,500 to 5,000 to various local community-based organizations. What are those organizations? What are they?
Those organizations haven't been selected yet. There will be information going out to the public to submit applications for the grants.
That's excellent. That's really going to help the community with that funding, and I think you've done that in the past. Is that correct, Assistant Chief?
Yes, that's correct. There have been organizations that have received grant funding from these asset forfeiture funds in the past.
The other question I had is we're getting $217,000, and my understanding is that this money is all across California or the U.S. California potentially, because the feds are going to give X amount of dollars and state X amount of dollars. Is there a big pot that's forfeiture money, and our part is only 217,000? Is that the way it works?
Those are monies that have been seized in our area for investigations by agencies that we are in the same group with. It's not throughout the state of California. All the agencies that are a part of this money have been in the investigations together, have been working the same investigations.
Well, that's only the Oxnard area or Ventura County?
Ventura County.
Okay. So there's a pot for Ventura County, and our part is at 217.
That's correct.
Oh, correct. Any additional comments that Assistant Chief, that you'd like to share at this time?
No additional comments on the presentation.
But it's an excellent presentation, and I think the money's going to be put to good use. And Councilmember Madrigal, and any additional questions for staff?
No additional questions, Mayor.
So I don't have any either. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve this item and send it to the City Council for approval.
Mr. Mayor, unfortunately, we did not announce the start of the 3 minutes before we started the discussion. So
We got 16 minutes, seconds.
So
It was started.
Madam City Clerk, if you could reset the clock to 3
reset it?
minutes.
Okay.
We're going to need to reset, unfortunately. And so if I can just make the announcement now that anyone who wishes to speak on this item has 3 minutes in which to call in and request to speak. If you're watching on YouTube or on cable right now, you can see the clock is ticking. So you have at this point in time about 2 minutes and 45 seconds in which to call in and request to speak.
And Madam Clerk, Mr. Snyder, has he called in? Walter Snyder?
Mayor, Mr. Snyder's not available to
Not
speak
available.
at the moment. Thank you.
Because we had him down for items not in the agenda, and also for this item, as he's not available. Just
That is correct, Mayor. He has not called in for public comment. Thank you.
okay. And per our city attorney, so we have another 2 minutes or so for to
That is
vote on
correct.
this item.
The new law is
Right.
creating new hurdles that we have to follow. So yes, we do need to wait until the clock runs. And so we have about 2 minutes left at this point in time before the committee can take a vote on this item.
And that's AB 361.
Yes, that's correct, Mayor.
Thank you. Mhm. So I hope it's still raining outside, because we need the rain or the drizzle, whatever. It's but my understanding is that we have the tail end of the major storm that hit the Northern California section, and apparently we got a little bit of snow up there too. So, which is what we need, the snowpack. Mhm. Okay. Okay, Madam Clerk, any additional speakers on this item?
Mayor, no additional speakers. Thank
So
you.
I'm going to reiterate the recommendation that the Community Service, Public Service, Housing and Development Committee recommended the City Council approve a budget appropriation in the amount of $217,000 for the use of federal, $60,000, and also state $157,000 asset forfeiture funds allocated to the City of Oxnard Police Department. And the Mayor, John Zaragoza, states approval of this item. And Councilman Margal.
Second,
Second. Roll call.
Member Madrigal,
aye.
Chair Zaragoza.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes 2-0.
And Councilmember Madrigal, do you have any items for future agendas for this committee?
No agenda, nothing at this moment, Mayor.
Okay, and I don't either, so we are adjourned. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mhm.